Join the family at Ponderosa Dairy.
If you have Parkinson's or any of these symptoms, including trembling, difficulty walking or sleeping, and if you have been exposed to Paraquat or Gramoxone, you may be eligible for significant compensation at no cost to you. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. If you or a loved one have worked or lived near a farm or field with Paraquat herbicide treatments and developed Parkinson's disease or any of these symptoms, don't wait another minute. The manufacturers of Paraquat and Gramoxone-based herbicides knew about the health risks and failed to warn people of this link to Parkinson's symptoms. We have provided justice and have assisted people suffering from Parkinson's and other ailments. Call today for a preliminary interview to see if you qualify. Call now. You could qualify to receive significant financial compensation. If we don't win, you pay nothing. So call our legal team now and let us help you receive substantial financial compensation. Call now.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating, new, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on Ace Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Tuesday, August 26th. In our top story, an overnight crash closes part of Highway 160 between Las Vegas and Pahrump. Now investigators are looking into whether that wrong-way driving played a role in the motorcycle accident.
Jason Ernest of Mountain West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
A motorcyclist is dead after a suspected wrong-way crash early Tuesday morning on Highway 160, about 15 miles southeast of Pahrump. Nevada State Police say it happened just after midnight near mile marker 28. Investigators believe the rider was heading south in the northbound lane when he collided with an SUV. The motorcyclist, an adult man, was pronounced dead at the scene. The SUV driver suffered only minor injuries and did not need to be taken to the hospital. Northbound lanes of the highway were shut down for several hours during the investigation, but reopened just before 6:30 a.m., according to the RTC of Southern Nevada.
And suspended California plates lead to an arrest after officers discover items inside a suspicious duffel bag.
On August 22nd, a blue vehicle was conducted to a traffic stop for displaying expired California license plates. The driver was identified as Benjamin Sari. Upon contact, Mr. Sari was unable to provide a valid driver's license, vehicle registration, or proof of insurance. When asked if there were any firearms in the vehicle, Mr. Sari stated that there were firearm parts inside a green duffel bag located in the back seat. A thorough search of the bag revealed a homemade silencer. When presented with the item, Mr. Sari admitted he had attempted to use it, but stated it had malfunctioned. Mr. Sari was placed under arrest and transported to the Pahrump Detention Center. His charges are as followed: possession of a silencer, driving with a suspended driver's license, driving without insurance, operating a vehicle with a suspended registration.
And this morning here in Pahrump at the Bob Roode Community Center, Shadow Mountain Quilters present Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue with Quilts of Valor that were started on 9/11 back in 2001.
Chris Palermo from News 25 here in Pahrump. We're down at the Bob Roode Center. It is overcast outside, but it's a cheerful message inside here at the Bob Roode Center. And we are with the Shadow Mountain Quilters. We have an amazing event coming up, which Fire Chief Scott Lewis will be receiving quite an honor. I would like to turn to the folks here that are bringing the attention to this. Welcome to News 25, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
And you are?
I am Marilyn Herbert, and we are thrilled to be giving these out today. They are quilts that were made for 9/11, and they've been sitting around for 23 years waiting to be presented, and today we present them.
That is amazing, and we're going to get back to you in a second. You were telling us about the fabric and such, and you are?
I'm Janet Blethyn. I'm a member of Shadow Mountain Quilters.
Okay. So tell us about your impression of what's going to happen here, what we're going to present to Chief Scott Lewis.
Okay, these quilts started out as blocks, that people around the world making the blocks. Then they were all mailed together and then redivided to make the quilts. And a young lady came to us last year, and she could not finish her share of them. Oh. So she asked me and Marilyn if we would finish them and distribute them in our community.
All right, so Marilyn, you were telling us, and you're actually feeling it out here and saying that they've been floating around. When you said floating around, what did you mean by that?
Means they should have been given out 23 years ago.
Okay.
Yes.
Really?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. So they're very, very special to be able to give them out now.
And so we would like to present these quilts that were started on 9/11 and got lost, and we refound them, finished them, and we would like to present them to our first responders, the 9 County Fire Department. And thank them and respect them and be grateful towards them, and God bless America. Thank you.
So I'm Captain Rosen for On Fire. We'd just like to say thank you for all the support that we get from not only you quilters, but also our community. We really appreciate it. We all love our jobs, and we appreciate that you guys think of us, and thank you.
You're welcome.
Go Aces go! The Las Vegas Aces are on a winning 11-game WNBA basketball streak. All that and more when News 25 returns.
In a wreck, need a check.
In a wreck?
Need a check.
In a wreck? Need a check?
Hurt in a wreck and need a check? We're Lerner and Rowe. Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
We love you, Pahrump. Thank you for making the Auto Plaza #1 in Nye County. We are incredibly grateful for your support and proud to be serving our community now for 20 years. Whether you're looking to replace or service your vehicle, consider this. We offer dozens of new GM models in cars, trucks, and SUVs, plus hundreds of the highest quality pre-owned vehicles for sale in Southern Nevada. Our all-star service team is here to keep your vehicle running in tip-top shape. The factory-trained and ASE certified technicians here can work on most makes and models, and we carry the latest in diagnostic and preventative maintenance tools to get the job done. Visit PahrumpCars.com to check out our current selection of vehicles, schedule a service appointment, or even order factory accessories for your ride. Don't forget to stop by the Auto Plaza and get a free alignment check before you hit the open road, or visit PahrumpCars.com.
Hurt in a wreck? The insurance company is going to offer you a little check. We turn low offers into big checks. Hurt in a wreck? You need a real check? Make one call, that's all.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 877-1500.
Make this the summer event going on now at Saida Trudeau Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram. Summer is here and the deals are heating up. At Saïdi Trudeau, we have the perfect vehicle at a great price just for you, like an all-new 2025 Jeep Grand Cherokee Laredo 4x4 with as much as $4,000 in rebates. Looking for more adventure? How about a brand new 2025 Jeep Gladiator Rubicon 4x4 at employee pricing? That's right, you pay what we pay, plus an extra $3,250 in rebates to save you even more. Maybe a brand new 2025 Ram 1500 Laramie 4x4 Crew Cab is more your style, with rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months or employee pricing and an extra $3,000 in rebates. At Saïdi Trudeau, you're sure to find a great deal and great service all summer long. Come see us today and make this the summer event you'll never forget. Saïdi Trudeau, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram, your original hometown dealer.
Miles, you're late. Again.
You are not living up to your full potential.
No sense of responsibility.
No matter who you are, life can be overwhelming.
Okay.
Everyone's going through something, even superheroes.
Oh man, I'm bugging.
Is that the best you can do? This mediocre work is...
You're not reaching your full potential. Unacceptable, Miles.
Let's take the stigma out of asking for help.
Hey, Dad. You got a minute?
Yeah, what's up, son?
Can we get some air?
Of course we can, yeah. Grab your jacket.
I just got so much on my mind, you know?
I hear that, yeah. So tell me what's going on.
If you need support, visit kevinlovefund.org to learn more.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on.
Welcome back to News 25. Well, in today's health news, is too much screen time taking a toll on your skin? It's actually a thing, and Cleveland Clinic dermatologists say that it's possible because the light that our devices give off actually does affect our skin.
Today's health report is brought to you by Desert View Hospital. When you or a loved one needs medical attention, Desert View Hospital is ready to help. We've been providing friendly and compassionate care to our neighbors since 2006, including emergency services available 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Visit desertviewhospital.com to learn more. With limited exceptions, physicians are not employees or agents of this hospital.
Not so much in the realm of like causing skin cancer, but it can accelerate aging by degrading like our collagen and elastin. We also know that this light can promote melanin production, so maybe darker skin types can be prone to like hyperpigmentation.
Dr. Kitterpaul says devices like phones, tablets, TVs, and even certain light fixtures can emit a type of visible light called blue light. While the sun's rays are much more harmful, hours of daily screen time may contribute to skin changes. That's because being exposed to blue light over time can potentially lead to things like fine lines and dark spots. So how do you protect your skin from blue light? Dr. Caterpaul suggests a sunscreen with iron oxide.
The iron oxide or tinted sunscreens are the only ones that are going to be effective against this visible light. If you're using just a white-based sunscreen, it almost inevitably does not have iron oxide in it, so check the inactive ingredients.
And Valley Electric's substations serve as critical hubs in the regional power grid here and around Pahrump. These facilities are responsible for stepping down high voltage electricity received from transmission lines to a lower voltage that's suitable for distribution throughout the cooperative's service territory. And so we go behind the scenes now in part one of this two-part series with Valley Electric's substation crew.
This segment of News 25 is brought to you by Valley Electric and its family of companies focused on serving our members. We're better together.
Substation is necessary in a power system for distribution of power and transforming voltages, the higher voltages. Here we have higher voltages because of the distances, and also they increase voltages for depending on load and things like that. CTs is a current transformer, so that just transforms current into a measurable amount. The current out on the system is really high, and we need to have the CTs here to reduce that current so these relays can measure that. So if there's a fault anywhere, these are designed to eliminate the fault as quick as possible. So milliseconds, they'll open up breakers and isolate over 100 kV, so 100,000 volts. All that equipment in the substation, we're required to test and make sure that's operating as it should. We have our transformers out there, our circuit breakers out there. We were talking about the CTs a little bit and the PTs. So the current transformers and the potential transformers come into these, and they're actually connected to that. So that's how they monitor the current flow, and when there's an overcurrent or anything like that due to a fault, whether it's lightning or something happening on the line, whatever that is. But that's what those are connected to.
So behind me we have circuit breakers, and they're protection for the line and the transformer. And if they detect a fault, they'll open, so that way the fault is isolated. At Trout, we're installing the racks and relays, and it's all pertaining to the upgrade. We'll go to Fish Lake, Sandy, Sloan Canyon up in Boulder City, and all the other substations. Right? In substations, you should always be cautious and worried about what you could touch and everything like that, because there's a lot of things in the substation that could be dangerous.
Go Aces, go! The WNBA two-time champs Las Vegas Aces clinch a playoff spot due to their current winning streak. Mikey Ruhan has all that and more in sports.
Time now for your News 25 look at sports, and streaming at KPVM.TV and now on Roku devices. The Las Vegas Aviators kick off a 6-game homestand against the Iowa Cubs this evening, and yes, they still play baseball, not just serve as backup mascots for the Chicago Cubs. The Aviators are looking ahead to 2026 because it's never too early to plan for 150 games of baseball and exactly 150 servings of overpriced nachos. The team just dropped their 2026 schedule, 75 games at home and 75 on the road. Meanwhile, the Las Vegas Aces continue to do what they do best, win. Jackie Young dropped 22 points and handed out 7 assists like free samples at Costco. Aja Wilson added 18 points and 9 rebounds. Aja Wilson added 18 points and 9 rebounds because, well, she's Aja Wilson. The Aces beat the Chicago Sky 79-74 and officially clinched a playoff spot.
That's 11 wins in a row.
And finally, guess who's back? Back again. Amari Cooper is reportedly returning to the Las Vegas Raiders on a 1-year deal. Cooper, a former first-round pick, left town a few years ago, but like any good Vegas ex, he just couldn't stay away. The deal's worth $3.5 million, but with bonuses, it could hit $6 million. And that's your look at sports on News 25.
We have a very special guest in studio today on this National Dog Day. All that and more right after this break.
Attorney Jonathan Nelson, don't you want to tell everyone about your awards?
That's right, Rhonda. J.K. Nelson Law has received Best Attorney of Pahrump for 6 years in a row. We've also been recognized by Best of Las Vegas. So if you have a legal need, stop by one of our 3 locations in Pahrump, Summerlin, or Southwest Las Vegas. Give us a call, 727-9900. And remember, when you need a lawyer,
you need Nelson.
Are you tired of dropped calls and high phone bills? Switch to Valley Communications Voice over Internet Protocol home phone services and experience crystal clear calls and great rates while using Valley Communications Internet services, which provides lightning fast internet. For the first 12 months, enjoy phone services starting at $19.95. It's an easy choice. Visit us today at valleycom.com to learn more. Valley Communications, local, affordable, reliable.
Mom's Diner, the heart of Pahrump, is open from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. daily, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Something fun is always happening here, from the arrival of classic antique cars to watching the diner enjoy a Momstrosity burger. The food is so good, you'll think they stole your mama. Mom's Diner is open daily from 6 a.m. to 8 p.m., 1242 East State Street, number 100. Dine in or take out. Call 775-751-9929.
Welcome to JobX, your one-stop platform to unlock career opportunities in Southern Nevada. Now is the perfect time to explore your future career through JobX. JobX connects you to a personalized skills assessment, local in-demand careers, and training and educational opportunities near you.
Not sure what career is right for you? Take the skills matching quiz and find your fit.
Ready to get started?
Visit jobx.vegas today and make your next career move.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by Mountain West Lawyer, Injury Attorneys, 727-9500.
Pappy, come here. Yay! It is National Dog Day today, and we have in studio Pappy, Mikey Ruhan's dog, and Pappy stands for Pumpkin Angel Face. She's one of the cutest canines in town, and we asked you viewers out there on Facebook to share your photos of your furry friends. So thanks to KPVM viewers like you, National Dog Day honorees are up next.
News 25 Weather Cam is brought to you by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorney's Office in Pahrump. In a wreck, need a check? Call 702-877-1500.
Let's take a look outside through our Lerner and Rowe weather cam at these storm clouds rolling through the area. There are scattered showers and some flood warnings out there between Nye County and Clark County. A closer look in weather after this break.
Struggling with opioid or alcohol use in rural Nevada? West Care Nevada is here to help. Our rural opioid and alcohol recovery program, called ROAR, offers medication-assisted treatment and support services to help you take back control. Since 1973, we've helped people build healthier, brighter futures. Call 775-751-6990. Take the first step today.
Make your dream home a reality with SME Cabinetry. We consider every client's project a priority and customize plans and precision installations for cabinets, countertops, flooring, and more. Does your kitchen need a makeover? Mention this commercial and we'll throw in an undermounted stainless steel kitchen sink with any full kitchen order. We're located here in Pahrump at 51 Emory Street, and we're open 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. Monday through Friday and Saturday from 8 a.m. to noon. Call us today at 775-247-7500 or visit us online at smecabinetry.com.
Weather is sponsored by the Nevada Dairy Farmers and the Dairy Council of Nevada, sharing the love of all things dairy. Celebrate the best moments with milk. Milk the moment. And the weather is also brought to you by the Ponderosa Dairy, Nevada's largest dairy, fresh from our farm to your table.
Hi, good evening, Nevada. I'm Mike Ruhan from the Channel 25 Weather Studios. Let's check out the temperatures today. Not too bad in Fernley, 81 degrees, 84 in Fallon. Carson City saw 78 degrees, that's nice. Tonopah and Goldfield twinning, 75 degrees, 87 in Beatty, 93 in Amargosa. Las Vegas also saw 87 degrees, 103 in Death Valley. Let's check out our current temperature. That is 89 degrees, we hit 91 earlier, winds out of the south at 7 miles per hour. Humidity 34%, and the sun rose this morning at 6:11. It's going to go away this evening at 7:19 p.m. Humidity goes up to 51%, and my hair is going to look a mess. Winds out of the east 10 miles per hour. 70 is going to be our low tonight. Let's check out the 7-day forecast. Not too bad on Wednesday, 95 degrees. Thursday, 94. Friday, 96, and we're creeping back up into the hundreds. See that? Saturday, 100. Sunday, 102. I just won't go outside that day. 100 on Monday, and on Tuesday, my favorite band, 98 degrees. Back to the desk. Here's Jeanette.
Thanks so much, Mikey. And please be careful out there on the roadways during those intermittent storms. And be careful because those roads are slick, even with just a little bit of precipitation. Well, that does it for this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry, and from all of us here at KPVM and Days Country Radio, thanks so much for tuning in, and we'll see you on the air next newscast. Good night.
You're watching News 25. Local coverage you can count on. News 25 is brought to you by J.K. Nelson Law, voted best of Pahrump for 4 years. Give them a call, 775-727-9900. News 25 is also brought to you by Gunny's Air Conditioning and Heating. New, service, and repair. Call Gunny's, 775-727-6800.
Hello and welcome to this edition of News 25. I'm Unette Gentry. Thanks for joining us on A's Country Radio, and we're also streaming at KPVM.TV. We're also on your Roku devices. It is Tuesday, August 26th. In our top story, an overnight crash closes part of Highway 160 between Las Vegas and Pahrump. Now investigators are looking into whether that wrong-way driving played a role in the motorcycle accident.
Jason Ernest of Mount West Lawyers. Don't be bullied by insurance companies. Call me, 775-727-9500.
A motorcyclist is dead after a suspected wrong-way crash early Tuesday morning on Highway 160, about 15 miles southeast of Pahrump. Nevada State Police say it happened just after midnight near mile marker 28. Investigators believe the rider was heading south in the northbound lane when he collided with an SUV. The motorcyclist, an adult man, was pronounced dead at the scene. The SUV driver suffered only minor injuries and did not need to be taken to the hospital. Northbound lanes of the highway were shut down for several hours during the investigation, but reopened just before 6:30 a.m., according to the RTC of Southern Nevada.
And suspended California plates lead to an arrest after officers discover items inside a suspicious duffel bag.
On August 22nd, a blue vehicle was conducted to a traffic stop for displaying expired California license plates. The driver was identified as Benjamin Sari. Upon contact, Mr. Sari was unable to provide a valid driver's license, vehicle registration, or proof of insurance. When asked if there were any firearms in the vehicle, Mr. Sari stated that there were firearm parts inside a green duffel bag located in the back seat. A thorough search of the bag revealed a homemade silencer. When presented with the item, Mr. Sari admitted he had attempted to use it, but stated it had malfunctioned. Mr. Sari was placed under arrest and transported to the Pahrump Detention Center. His charges are as followed: possession of a silencer, driving with a suspended driver's license, driving without insurance, operating a vehicle with a suspended registration.
And this morning here in Pahrump at the Bob Roode Community Center, Shadow Mountain Quilters present Pahrump Valley Fire and Rescue with Quilts of Valor that were started on 9/11 back in 2001.
Chris Palermo from News 25 here in Pahrump. We're down at the Bob Roode Center. It is overcast outside, but it's a cheerful message inside here at the Bob Roode Center. And we are with the Shadow Mountain Quilters. We have an amazing event coming up, which Fire Chief Scott Lewis will be receiving quite an honor. I would like to turn to the folks here that are bringing the attention to this. Welcome to News 25, and thanks for coming on.
Thank you.
And you are?
I am Marilyn Herbert, and we are thrilled to be giving these out today. They are quilts that were made for 9/11.